And here we are with Freudian slip number one. God damn it. Old Doc Ock, old Stocktopus, at it again. At it again. First off, I have no problems with Jackson Hunter at all. Um, I like a lot of his content. But let's go ahead and jump into my theory that every one of your favorite YouTube streamers was in on 8Fest, even though a bunch of people, I don't know shit about it. I have nothing to do with it. I know go do that. This is crazy. Yeah, shit. That's wild. What a coincidence. We've been talking about Vegas for 3 weeks, and now there's this big fucking thing out in Vegas. That's crazy. All right. Apparently, and again, I'm not dissing Jackson. I love his work. I love what he does. Um, but when the fuck did you become an event planner? I don't know if that's what he does for a living. Is that what he does for a living? I mean, it doesn't seem like it, but apparently he is. So
You guys believe it or not, I was in talks with many of the people that were putting on the festival, and the people that put on 8Fest, or were going to up until this point, because now it's canceled, and refunds will be given, so you can get a refund if you buy a ticket. But the people that were putting on 8Fest are behind some of the biggest festivals in the world, and I'm sure a lot of my viewers go to these festivals.
I'm going to tell you right now, anytime a festival is held, anytime one is in the works and upcoming, the public is notified. You're notified about it. I've gone to many festivals too. Going back to the fucking 90s, early 2000s. One of my favorite ones to go to was the HF Festival up near DC. It was an old alternative rock station, and they held it at the old RFK Stadium, and it was just a blast. I loved it. It was one of my favorite festivals to go to. But guess what? You are notified in advance of an upcoming festival. You know what else you are told? Who's promoting it and who is funding it. All that information is known up front. It's known up front. Everything, all the sponsors, all that shit. You know every detail about what is going on with this thing. This was out of the blue. And like I said, I don't think that it was fake. I believe they intended to put on some sort of festival, I guess, whatever the case may be. But like I said, there was, again, anyone who bought it's getting their money refunded, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, when you got on the page, it was like the first block of pre-ordered tickets are sold out currently. We were never notified about this. No one ever talked to us about this shit. And then here they are, they're beating down Chad or whatever, which I don't care. Again, like I said, I have nothing to do with the GoFundMe. I just know that I've had one, and the way it works is you have to be upfront and completely transparent about what the funds are going to, what they're being used for, and if at any moment, even if enough people contact and say, hey, I think he's lying, I think he's stealing, whatever, they freeze the account and they investigate it. So I don't know if the account is shut down or if they froze it, whatever the case may be. Like I said, if you're trying to steal a bunch of money from people, you typically, you got to be the ballsiest sumbitch to go live on streams and be like, yay, hi, it's me. Look at me. This is what I'm doing with this. This is what I'm doing with the money. So if I lie, hi, police. Hi, this is me. Um, So I don't know. Again, I'm not looking into it. Don't care about it. Whatever. But this right here, Jackson Hunter just told on all these motherfuckers, all of them, that they didn't know about it. Oh, ain't no one know about it. No, we didn't know this was going on. Well, we ain't got nothing to do with it. So apparently Jackson Hunter's the only cool one out of the group.
So the very fact that people were theorizing that had anything to do with a short hedge fund was totally off the mark. There was just so much misinformation going around. And I understand. I completely understand. But there were a lot of really disrespectful and mean and criminal things that were going on, okay? Things that were being said, things that were being done, and they should have never happened, okay? So 8Fest was completely legitimate the whole time. I've done hundreds and hundreds of concerts. Like, do you really think I would sign a contract?
Do you? Do you really think he would sign a what?
For something that I thought a short hedge fund had.
Do what?
I've done hundreds and hundreds of concerts. Like, do you really think I would sign a contract for something that I thought a short hedge fund had anything to do with?
Signed a contract.
I'll let you guys answer that. Okay, so
just admitted he signed a contract for 8Fest. What fucking contract do you have to sign? Again, not saying Jackson Hunter did anything nefarious. Maybe he was legitimately behind this and working with them and surprise, and maybe he's helping put it together and organize shit. I don't know. Or maybe all of these guys got motherfucking contracts to push the event once it was released. This is dumb. And I need you to understand that. As an older individual who's got plenty of background in sales, customer service, and marketing, this is not how you market an event. Never. You will never see this, ever. If you see anything like this, it is a scam. Doesn't mean they're not going to put on a show. Doesn't mean there's not going to be, real event or whatever. But when you see shit like this pop up in a fashion as such, this is people wanting to pocket a lot of money off of something. And that's exactly what this, that's what it jumped out to me as when I first heard about it out of nowhere. It lined up with all the streamers talking about Vegas and whatnot for weeks, and then all of a sudden this comes up, yet they deny having any involvement in it. They didn't even know anything about it, which is a lie. Because Trey came out and said it was Wall Street Viking who put it on, and I know that he fucking talked to all of them, and I'm guessing Jackson here too, but so maybe Jackson's the only guy who was cool enough for apparently these people who have done many gigantic events and forgot how to market, apparently. They just completely forgot that you market an event. And before shit even goes on sale, before you sell tickets, before there's pre-orders for anything, you have to test the market. You have to test it first to make sure that putting this together is worth the time and worth the money. You got to make sure it's being talked about. You got to make sure it's on social media. You got to make sure the money's going to be there before you invest the kind of money it would take to pull this thing off. But, like he said, Jackson signed a contract for this. A contract. There was no promotion, no nothing. Tickets, everything, all immediately apparently sold out. We're done. No promo. As the first part of marketing is promotion. You promote an upcoming event. You ever seen a UFC fight or a boxing match or fuck a sporting event, anything? Before tickets even go on sale for shit. Even concerts, everything. It will be promoted to you first. You will hear about it first. And then, once there's good enough buzz, they'll say, ticket information will be available on X and X date, or tickets will go on sale X and X date. But months, at a minimum, weeks in advance of a planned event of this magnitude that apparently all parties involved, but according to one of your YouTubers, it was one guy who apparently does this for a living, but he's a mystery man. No one knows his face. No one knows his name. This is what I'm talking about. This was and again, my opinion, because that's how this looks. Remember? Looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, sounds like a duck, all that shit. It's a pile of bullshit. That's what this fucking looks like. It's what it looked like when I first saw it, when I heard about it. And Now I'm confirmed by Jackson here that at least one YouTuber signed a contract in regard to this event. And I'm sure it was a nice, lucrative contract. I guarantee it was. So I'm seriously, like, these, you guys need to stop. You guys need to fucking stop. You need to just come out, apologize. Was not the right time. It was gone about the wrong way. And now it literally just looks like your favorite YouTubers wanted to find another way to make a bunch of money while AMC was down. That's what, to me, that's what it looks like. That's my opinion. That during this downtime, these guys wanted to ensure a way to make millions and to make more money while they're either waiting for the squeeze or enough to where they don't even have to care about it anymore. It's funny as shit. Now I'm seeing all these guys coming, all the streamers now are starting to come out with new manipulation videos. All of them are now manipulation experts. And if I'd have known you guys just wanted fucking information, anything about it, my God, I would have been making daily videos a long time ago. I'm literally watching new videos from these guys pop up from shit that I found and read a week ago, 4 days ago, a while ago. So that tells me they're piggybacking off of other YouTubers, taking their content, or they're just now really starting their venture into the manipulative side of this whole ordeal. And they're at the very first Google rabbit hole finding bare bone bullshit information that I literally skip over. I just glance, skim through it, and then kick it aside. And they're making whole videos about it. Crazy. But yeah, there you go, right there. And again, nothing personal against Jackson. I watch his videos. But I already knew what this was. I've seen this before. I've planned events. I worked and managed a fucking entertainment dinner theater for quite a while, and we put on big events and big shows and everything. And guess what we do? We would market. We would market the next event during the current event, and then we'd feel out the base of customers if that was the show they were excited about, if it was what they wanted to see, and if we got positive feedback, then we would release ticket sale information. And based on ticket sales, if they were flying, then great, we were good. We'll go ahead with that show. We'll get our actors in and everybody in to start working on their shit, whatever, blah, blah, blah. If it wasn't received well, if ticket sales were shitty, I'd shut down an event once. We had to completely change direction, recycle an old event, like on the fly, because the customer the retail base that we were trying to appeal to, they were talking about it. It was all over the place, but when we released ticket sales, people weren't really buying tickets to come to the show. So we literally had to flip a bitch real quick and turn it into a completely different show, and it ended up working out. But still, either way, this is how marketing works for events. That's how it works. You do not have a pop-up event like this, of this magnitude, with no promotion, no information on who is actually putting the event together. And then the fact that all of these guys, after talking about Vegas for weeks and a meetup for weeks, as soon as it popped up, covered their fucking mouth and covered their ears and closed their eyes. No, we don't know nothing. We don't know nothing. We don't know nothing. Awfully disappointed. The thing that's crazy to me the most is that they're all super duper disappointed. Super disappointed that no one was as excited as they were about this. Like, who the fuck would be? Who could be? The only person that I've seen that was straight up just open, honest, and cool about this was Andrew. Andrew Mo Money was, so, he's like, I'm not involved. I'm not going. I'm not going for these reasons. And he's smart. Smart kid. Because he knew you guys were not going to receive that well. Knew y'all weren't going to receive it well. And I remember back, like I said, I watch everybody. I remember back before June 2nd, a couple of guys were talking shit about him. And there was a reason I wasn't watching him. The reason I stopped watching him was because he was early on when I started going into streams, and he kept like incentivizing people, like, hey, if you guys get me to this many likes, I'll buy AMC stock. And that's what it was. It was like, if you get me to this many likes today, I'll buy AMC stock. And my immediate thought was, dude, if you were actually buying it on air, you wouldn't need those likes. You'd already be getting them. You should have just did that. And the other guys distanced themselves from him because of that, because they knew then, prior to having that money, prior money changes you, prior to that, they were like, yeah, that's not a good look. One of them was like, I'm going to message them, let them know, hey, man, like, that's not a good look. You shouldn't do that. Like, you should just, don't like beg or, try to do some uh, quid pro quo. Um, you guys give me this, I'll give you this. What's in it for me type shit. But yeah, there you go. There's I guarantee you he's not the only one. You don't even see Jackson on live streams and shit like that often. So I already know the other guys they had contracts too. All of them had contracts. Once again, they're banking on the fact that you guys are stupid is what they're banking on here, that you're just going to eat up what they tell you. I am telling you as someone who has legitimately put on events. I don't know how the hell Jackson's put on hundreds of events. Um, there are people that are event planners for their entire lives and don't put on hundreds of events. It takes months in some cases to plan an event. um, like a good event planner does maybe 2 big events a year and lives cushy. I don't know how he's done hundreds of events. Like, that's a lot. Like, in my time in the field I was in customer service, just call it a decade, I maybe put on, I don't know, maybe 22 events in 10 years. Um, Maybe 30. I don't know, it might have been 30. Either way, still, in a decade, I didn't even come close to 100, not even half. So unless this fool was cranking out an event every single week for years, like, there's no way you've done hundreds. So my personal opinion, guys, it's just what it looks like to me, is these guys got together, wanted to find another way to make money. Because their channels are losing traffic. AMC is not pretty right now. They suck at DD, and they're afraid to say manipulation on the air because they'll lose their channel, lose their brand, lose their money. So they wanted to find another way to capitalize on this. Insurance, if you will, is what it looks like to me. I don't blame them. Whatever. Like I said, do what you gotta do. This is America. But you ain't gonna get me like that, motherfucker. I know this game. I know how this shit goes. Um, but there you go. There's your first YouTuber that is part of that community who just told you he signed a contract for this. And the other ones told you they knew nothing about it, although they were talking about it for weeks. Although Viking Nuthole was running through their streams, trying to get their attention about putting on an event, trying to get a hold of Trey to get him to kind of lead and promote the event. And Trey coming out and saying Wall Street Vikings, the guy that put on this event, this one guy put on this event. An event of this magnitude, me personally, would have at least hired 20 to 30 other people to help organize this properly. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, I guess, with everything. But again, this is what money does to people. You get money, you want more of it. And you'll do it by any means. You will protect. It's what Citadel and all these boys are doing too. You will protect your money. Once you're holding that shit, oh my God, you will kill people. You kill your fucking brother or your mother to protect your money. It makes people evil. It does. So there you go. There's one YouTuber with a Freudian slip that he signed a contract pertaining to this event. No promotion, out of the blue. No transparency on who was putting it on, where this money was going directly for people that bought shit. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Start asking questions, guys. That's all I can tell you. Start asking questions. Start doing your own investigating. I'm gonna start doing more videos, regular videos, like I said, because I had no fucking idea that you guys crave AMC that much. That these guys that have been slacking since June 2nd and just doing, like circle jerk videos and no real information, are they're literally skimming Google now and not even really digging in to any sort of manipulation and what's going on. They're just Googling shit now and pulling it up and doing a video about it and talking about it. And it's shit that's already been discussed, already been brought to people's attention. And other people, you know, worried about y'all's investment, my investment, worried about this community as a whole and wanting to educate you. We already knew this shit. Been done talking about this shit. Everyone thinks, like I said, everyone thinks Lou's crazy, and Lou's not fucking crazy. He's not. I mean, there are instances where you don't need proof when you know what you know, and you know how shit works. And again, it's if you don't believe me, if you don't believe him, we don't give a fuck. So I don't care. Oh no, you don't believe me. Oh, am I gonna get a dislike? Oh no, and I'm not gonna get no super chats. Oh, I don't give two fucks, man. I don't care. Agree with me? Don't agree with me. But what you always have the option to do is your own research. Always. This right here, Ape Fest, get rich quick scheme. That is what this was to me. A get rich quick scheme. And the fact that they wanted to start sucking money out of you guys right now, of all the fucking time, right now, when this has been in the shitter. People have lost a lot of money. You're kind of damn near back to square one, most people, with their investments. Now that there's a lot of people that bought over this price, and now your average is, some people are in the red, I'm sure. Guaranteed. And you want to ask them for money now. And then go, oh, well, I'm sorry, you like how that shit went from, well, I'm sorry, you guys are too poor to go. Yeah, how that condescending motherfucker talked down to you guys. Tell people that have money now not they can't spend their money and do what they want with their money because they have it now, thanks to you all, and you guys are poor and you can't go and blah blah blah. Fuck that, man. But there you go. I would bet my AMC positions that Jackson's not the only one who signed a contract, y'all. He's not the only one. This was a get rich quick scheme. Were they going to put on a show? Sure they were. But nothing adds up. Nothing adds up. No promoter information. No event planner information. Don't even have bands booked or anything yet. When you market, you have got to have been in talks with bands. Have them booked already. Like, hey, we haven't promoted the event yet, but we at least want to have a big band, one name at least, to help us with our marketing and get the name out there. Can we put you down tentatively as booked for whatever X amount of dollars, and then yeah, sure, blah blah blah, so that you have someone to go off of, some entertainer to go off of. This was so premature, so sloppily done. Very amateur, very, very amateur for people who apparently have put on many, many events in the past. Um, whatever. Whatever. I'm ready to go to bed. Wake up for the market tomorrow. All right, guys. Once again, you make your own decisions. You're big boys and girls. But you want to keep supporting these guys and keep giving them money. That's your business, your prerogative. I personally am fucking putting this shit in a chokehold till it passes out. I don't want nothing to do with none of these guys after this now. That was literally a get rich quick scheme, guys, to take more money from you guys. It was an insurance policy for them in case this thing gets super delayed. And to probably make up money that they did lose, because I'm sure they pulled money but then put more back in at higher prices, and who knows, man, I don't know, but shit just stinks to high heaven. I just Captain Save a Ho all the time, man. Damn.